So it's stuck behind everybody. That reminded us of the other night. He scored a goal like that.
Mascuze?
A little bit accurate.
Here's McCann. Over to Connor Bedard. Scores!
I thought that's what it was.
It's awesome. I think
Yeah, it's a little bit of shaving cream right there. What about this group? I mean, what impresses you? What feels good in that locker room right now in terms of the way you're going?
I can't even see. My eyes are burnt.
We'll let you go then. Yeah, Beck, appreciate the time. Congrats.
If he scores, Anaheim wins. And Anaheim wins.
The Anaheim goal crease. Lucas Dostal doesn't realize that it's over.
He is swarmed by his teammates after a 39 save performance.
He was waving at the bench saying you can't get on the ice yet.
Played back in by Edmondson. Along the boards, Benoit.
The puck's gone in.
Puts it Benoit's paraphernalia.
Somebody's pants or sweater. They started looking down and we're going to battle for the puck.
Did it go through the cameraman's?
It's funny, the reaction, you look at everyone's going, what are we battling for? There's nothing here. You're so focused on trying to chip the puck past somebody, and just like that, there was no puck on the ice.
We got a Tampa Bay bench minor penalty for interference from the bench.
So here's what happened. They were having a long conversation here. The puck was flipped out of play, and one of the coaches, I believe it was Dan Hinote, reached up and touched the puck or tried to catch it. I believe that's what the interpretation is here.
And then Hinote, for whatever reason, just felt like he'd play it. And they felt like he tried to mask the fact that it was going to go over the glass, and he saved it.
Well, there was a long conversation there with all the officials, and that is the determination as we look at the guilty party there. Assistant coach Dan Hinote. First power play of the game for San Jose. They went 0 for 3.
Well, guys, we got to check this out. You look at Connor Garland, a small guy. You don't have the wingspan to stop sticks, but you got your feet. I've never seen something quite like that. As he comes in, you're looking for something to get that stick away from you. A little karate kick does it. Oh, well.
Will bring us here with 69 seconds left. Oh, there's a birdie. Horvat to the slot, forked wide by Lee. Here comes D'Angelo. Horvat in front. Recaptured. Schaefer, a shot. He scores! With 2.3 seconds left in the period.
Bird in here. I ran into him. Dude, I ran into him behind the net. Poor guy.
Under 20 seconds remaining. Eichel taking his time. And Vegas wanting a call.
Ottawa is going to get called for too many men. Going to have a 5-on-3, Kenzie. Watch Thomas Chabot trying to get off.
Well, he gave it his full effort.
It certainly did.
Eichel was offside on that far side of the ice. He tried to jump the boards, but couldn't get off the ice in time, and it's an offside on Vegas.
Perfect defensive play by Dowd.
DeBrincat rims it around. Ben Bones in front. Where is it? It's in! Score! We are tied! A 3-point night for Alex DeBrincat.
Well, this is a nothing play. You're throwing it in, hoping to get possession. And poor Lindgren, he doesn't even leave his crease. I mean, he's not cheating at all. It just hits him right in the back of the leg, and that's a funny carom, and you're going to see that maybe 1 out of 5,000 take a bounce like that off the cameraman hole. Unbelievable. Bucci, you don't see that.
Oh, you don't, Derek Johnson. And we go to a shootout, and Lindgren, who appeared to injure himself in the third period, is still on his knees. We'll see if he's able to go in the shootout. If he scores the last, the Capitals win. Score! Nick Dowd is the hero. Still a big night for Patrick Kane, but look at Lindgren being helped out there.
That was an important one for Washington. You knew coming out of the gates how hard they were going to play.
McLean draws the penalties. He tried to cut to the net, got tripped up. McLean off the outside of the net. Mayfield trying to keep it alive. Could have been another penalty there as the slash from Borgen broke his own stick. And then another hit by Rempe on Gatcomb.
Penalties on the play. Rangers number 39 has a minor penalty for a trip.
and a minor penalty for a cross check. Ranger 73 has got a minor penalty for boarding. 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 on 3.
Colton Parayko here. He knows he has a broken stick, and I've done this plenty of times. And I always tell guys, if you think it's broken, just keep playing. Just don't show the referees. Watch how low he chokes down. He knows it's broken, and there it goes flying. Oh, that's a heads-up play, though, because you might get it out. I've done that on a breakaway before where I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, so you're telling me he knew the stick was going. That's why he choked out.
That's a high IQ play by him.
How about Biz getting a welcome video on the board here at KeyBank Center, and they pointed out your .03 career goals per game.
Oh, that was kind of him. Yeah, that was very nice. Oh, geez, Mama's fired up. She thinks I'm playing tonight. I told her that.
Time to pay the price. Favorite paddle? Oh, no. You want one more? You want one more? Let's go. Get the other cheek. Hey, what's from the other cheek? Biz loved that.
The Stadium Series tradition, the coordinated attire worn by the teams as they arrive, both with a nod to their football brethren, the Lightning clad in the vintage Tampa Bay Bucks uniforms, while the Bruins arrive dressed up as Patriots. So a great start for John Cooper.
That's quite an outfit.
It sure is. He has a flair on and off the ice.
Swayman is hot.
Vasilevsky's coming out across center ice. Swayman and Vasilevsky may go. Swayman tells Vasilevsky, take your mask off, and he obliges.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, baby!
They're going to square off right out at center ice. They grab a hold of each other. Vasilevsky throws a right. Swayman lands a right. They wrestle. Swayman and Vasilevsky throwing punches. Unbelievable.
Vass got a little smile on his face.
Everybody up on both benches.
So you thought there could be some fisticuffs tonight, but you certainly didn't expect the goalies to be involved.
Man, the Bruins are just torturing themselves here.
Right in front of you.
Upset, as you mentioned earlier, Sean, and he said to John McIsaac, right in front of you. Now it looks like a Bruins team picture in the penalty box.
Swayman stopping everything. But sooner or later it's bound to happen, and it does! Radish rips one home. The assault on Swayman continues. This punch has been out there the entire time. They score again! Tampa Bay scores to tie it at 5 from the top of the circle. He scores! Pasternak hit the post! Tampa Bay has come from 4 goals down to win for the first time in franchise history.
The goalies are coming up towards each other here. Oh, yeah, I think they probably enjoyed that too.
Two of the great goalies in the world. Well, there's a treasure chest for the winning team.
It had just about everything in a fabulous venue. Sean, I just loved tonight. It was fun.
Everything you could have imagined today happened that we would have wanted. I mean, an amazing day for the NHL, amazing day for ESPN.
And here comes Bobrovsky all the way down the ice. Look out.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
And Bobrovsky's got the gloves up, and he's going after Nedeljkovic. We've got a goalie fight. It's Nedeljkovic and Bobrovsky.
Now they're going to fight. A goalie fight on the ice. There goes the helmets, and now they're fighting right in front of the net.
The bell is sounded here at Amerant Bank Arena. They lock horns at the top of the near circle. Sergei Bobrovsky and Alex Nedeljkovic. And they tackle each other down. Fireworks here at Amerant Bank Arena.
You don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
Wow. Sergei Bobrovsky came 200 feet to throw punches with Alex Nedeljkovic.
Look at this.
2 minutes for high sticking.
Cody Beach got full marks.
He's got the props in his hand.
Show and tell. I like that.
Doc's stick got caught on the boards, and that will do it.
I mean, what are the odds of
gun
that?
right there?
Way back in the old stadium, it got caught right here. Uh-oh, flung it right there. Instead of going one way, ends up going the other.
Chopped in deep by Lacombe. Now Ceci off the glass, but hit a body. Ducks will hold it in.
Where is it?
Where is the puck?
Who's got it? There it is. The hidden puck trick.
McDavid, and covering in front was Huberdeau. He might have saved a goal there as Nugent Hopkins was working in. Now McDavid shot. Blocker stopped by Cooley as the skate blade, I believe,
came right off. It was somewhat fortunate he was pushing right to left because I think it was the left skate that didn't have the blade in it. Cooley's going to need a toe here.
Piling up the points of late. Here's a shot. It's blocked. Dylan Cousins laid out to get in the way of that one, but he lost his stick blade. Dylan Cousins can't move. Flyers trying to take advantage of this side of the ice. Zegras the shot. Save rebound. Cut free in front. Konechny gets there. Venegas turns. Waits. Holds. Deals it down low to Zegras across, looking for Ristolainen. It was deflected off glass. Ristolainen taken to the wall, lost the puck. Tkachuk will gladly take an icing because they got to get Dylan Cousins to the bench.
I'm going to look at it. There's a shot block, and the blade went flying. I mean, you know, you got no skate blade, so that leg is totally useless.
Hold your thought, Jody.
I will.
Trouba. Here it comes. Drury was down. And he got it.
That was a wide open net, guys. Wow. Absolutely wide open. And what does this go off of? A couple sticks in the way. A yawning cage. Jarry couldn't move.
He's got no blade in his skate. Right by the post, right here, it clicks. There goes the blade. All he knows is he's hit the post, and as he tries to get up, he can't. He's laying flat. It hits Cutter Gauthier's stick, and they see Jarry in desperation. Pretty good form there to get off the ice, but that was after the whistle.
Number 23, number 9, and number 6 have a 10-minute misconduct. And Florida, number 42, has a 5 minutes for fighting and a game misconduct for the secondary altercation. And number 19 has 5 minutes for fighting and a game misconduct. Sorry, no game misconduct to number 19. Tampa penalties, number 90, 5 in a game for fighting. Number 38 has 5 minutes for fighting. And number 86, 37, and 59 have a 10-minute misconduct. Tampa Bay will have a 2-minute power plays.
All right, Dave Jackson, did you ever have to write the Magna Carta down the way Garrett just did and literally have to read it off? These two benches look like a beer league game when you're angry that not enough guys on your team showed up. Now you realize you're going to be really tired.
So now he's sending Jake Gensel to the box. I'm not really sure why.
I don't think Jake Gensel understands why either. Well, Gensel apparently was one of the players given a 10-minute misconduct earlier, and I don't think he realized it, and the officials picked up on it.
Sabres recover. Thompson with room. 2-on-0. Tough pass. Thompson scores. No. Did Bussy get this?
Saved it. What a save.
That's unbelievable.
Saving the year candidate right there.
Incredible. Nazar. Oh, he put it under, but it went wide.
Calm move. Very calm move.
And now Bouchard stepping into one. Bouchard score! Hat trick! Evan Bouchard! The first by an Oiler defenseman in 20 years.
6-5 overtime win here Saturday night. Downtown. TSFCO as the Hats cascade down. His first career Hattie.
On-one penalty, number 71. 2 minutes for close his hand on the puck.
He grabbed the puck and threw it. There was a battling right here, reaches up and does a little spinorama.
Yes. Quick shot, score! Brock Nelson! There's the hat trick! The empty netter! We will Brock you!
Outstanding work, and we got some hats.
And Montembeault the save. He saw it at the last second, and over the glass it goes. And now Geekie is pointing where that puck is. Now the referee's taking a look on the back mesh. Did he score? The Bruins are celebrating. He's hit it so hard and so fast that he blew it by Montembeault.
Zarek extends his point streak to 5 games as Pageau shoots. And Wolf doesn't know where that is. Is that in the net?
That's in the net.
Pageau scores. Oh, the old hidden puck trick.
The old hidden puck trick. High short side. And
Dustin Wolf on this one gets caught deep in the net. Yeah, no kidding. It's buried in the back of the net. It did cross the goal line.
Bernard Docker up there. Casper. Body. Here's a quick wraparound attempt. The puck is in the net. And the Detroit Red Wings have some insurance. A 2-goal lead. Hellebuyck in disbelief. And how did that go in? But it's Lucas Raymond with his 18th of the season.
Raymond's there. The puck is definitely in the goal. The call on the ice is a goal.
That's the pass to Jake Gensel. That's what we playing for Team USA at the Olympics. Look out! Oh, there it pass, and it goes in. Accidentally off the skate of Lundestrom, and the Lightning get a gift to tie the game.
Just held him, but there's Gensel's play. See, Jet's going to get this and wait. He sees something he likes and tries to put it through Lundestrom, but miscommunication. Bad bounce for the Blue Jackets here, and it's one to test Jet here. He's now just got to shake that off.
Stevenson from a prone position. He frees the puck up, and it's angled off the boards and into the empty net.
A face-off win. It was a battle for the loose puck, and it is a bank shot. The 180-footer. And boy, oh boy, Minchikov with a big grin on his face.
Here's an empty net chance, and the stick broke from Meyer, and then Pettersson. A kick save and a beauty. Went to his knees on the goal line to keep it out.
Butterfly stop, kick out the right leg.
Hagel's got the puck. Take it back by McKenna. He's got Burakovsky. Just goes long. Tucked along the line. It went behind Vasilevsky. Burakovsky inches away from winning it.
How is this game not over?
Kucherov for the lead. Chips it over the shoulder and scores. And shushes the crowd. Nikita Kucherov gives the Lightning the lead. As he waits for help, finds it in Gallagher off the pipe.
Spotlight went on.
And it's still on. Gallagher that close to a 1-1 game.
Did not go in though. Caught iron only.
This is back down to the Ottawa zone as Reimer's back to play. That's broken up by O'Reilly. Chin to the side of the goal. Forrester above the line. Knocked out by Reimer. Another chance. Yossi shoots. And that's off a stick, up and out of play. A furious scramble in front of the Ottawa goal, and somehow the puck stays out.
The pass. He's got Hathaway with the empty net in front of him. Hathaway is stripped from behind. He is stripped from behind. Utah still alive.
Hathaway with the empty net there, yawning cage, but he's able to lift the stick.
And he can't handle it. And now racing in his Keller in front. He scores! 34.2 seconds remaining, and it's Clayton Keller who ties it at 4. He holds to Keller for the shot. He scores! The Mammoth do it again to the Flyers in overtime here in Salt Lake City.
It's Kadri. Trying to jam it toward the net, and then kicked by Lomberg, and he scores! Off the pants of Jari! What are you doing? Explain. Double deflection. That puck's hopping. Emerson goes to kick it. It gets deflected by Lomberg to the net, and Jari doesn't control a rebound and bats it. That's another bad goal.
Gostisbehere fakes the shot. He'll get it to Ehlers. And it's in the equipment. And a little shove afterwards by Clevin. And
oh, that puck, that's a classic.
It's in Nikolai Ehlers' skate. That's why we got the whistle.
I mean, hopefully Ehlers won't take that to Milan with him as he represents Denmark. You're going to need some pliers to get that puck removed.
Now, if he slides into the net, would that be a kicking motion to score the goal?
Well, I'd like to encounter that situation.
There's no goal against, but Tim Stützle is going to get a penalty, and he shows some frustration.
Wrong penalty box.
Oh, wrong penalty box.
Talk about so many details in the game. Watch this play by Celebrini. He cannot play this with his hand once the draw is tied, so he just plays it with the butt end of his stick. It's just such a creative way to win the draw. He used the end of his stick.
That's something new for me at a hockey game.
It's all about the Benjamins. They're into it, guys.
You cannot make this stuff up. He ends up shooting this puck with one hand. The left hand, the top hand, ends up slipping off of his stick.
Comes back. This is his second chance. This is the player talking about Brennan. He's got Chychrun's stick. He drops his own stick. It looks like he forgets that he took Chychrun's stick, and he's going to throw it back to Chychrun in one of the funniest sequences you'll see in a long time.
To Hughes. DeMello holds at the line, a long shot, Pearson on the rebound, scores!
And the Jets have a 2-0 lead. Game throughout his career, he wins this one. Morrissey a shot, he scores!
Connor Clifton dishing off a shot and poked home, and Pittsburgh takes an early 1-0 lead. It's a quick 2-on-1. Mantha for Brasso. He's in on net. Scores! Jarry beaten again. Shea to the middle, redirected home by Crosby. 3-0 Pittsburgh. It's been an absolute blitzkrieg here in the first 3 minutes, and the Penguins have scored 3 goals in 37 seconds.
Drilled, they score! Pastrnak centered, they score! Bruins a steal, Janot shoots, he scores! 3 shots by the Bruins, all have found the back of the net. This place is buzzing right now.
The middle, Tocek across a wide open net. Rangers looking for more advantage and score! Cooley across, up in the shot, he scores! And the Rangers have 3 goals in rapid succession. 3-1 New York.
Swift back in by Holmberg. And Russ goes rink wide, and he fired that wrist shot right in the bench, and ducking for cover was John Cooper.
I don't think he made it, though. I don't think that one might have got him.
Wow, he...
Joe trying to keep it in. And a long
Shoot,
shot.
he's got a chance. Sutton wins. Yes, he missed. That close.
Yes. A 4-1 game, you can do that. Yeah, and I was just waiting to see if he had a chance. And
he couldn't believe it. He thought he was staring at an NHL goal.
Leakin's taking a sip of water mid-action.
I guess so. The safety's paid. Here's Leakins. The play's going on. I need a water break, boys.
In position for a one-timer there. Here's Leon Draisaitl. Snap to the cross, shot, score! Evan Bouchard breaks the seal. Barbar. McDavid looking at time. Cross ice, one-timer, and that stayed out and hit the post. And Ilya Sorokin, a 36-save shutout.
I mean, you can't come closer than that. Set up the play they want, and right there off the far bar.
Toronto defense, and he's in. Dorofina! He got it! Pavel Dorofina! It's the hat trick! And more importantly, it ties the hockey game!
The Hats go on the ice for Dorofina's hat trick.
After Coach's Challenge video review, it was determined that at 4:13 the play was offside. No goal.
Wall, put up by Shea. Looped ahead. Here comes Josie. Jarry comes out. It's loose. The shot, they score!
What a win. What an overtime there by the Nashville Predators. Fending off McDavid and Draisaitl numerous times. They threaten. Come back the other way. Jarry comes out, pokes it away. They get it back, and then to the captain, Roman Josi.
Threw it on from Nelson. Blacked that by Girard. Preds come up with it, score! It's off the stick of Samuel Girard, and he accidentally redirects it through the 5-hole of his goalie.
Ovechkin one time. Blocked. Reload. Stopped by Montembeault. Alex Ovechkin put everything he had in that last shot.
Talk about leaning into it. Not only his arms, his legs, his whole body.
I want to ask you, 3 wins in a row, 2 at home, a new coach. What's different?
New coach?
That's it?
New coach.
I think the team's done a terrific job not having that be a factor.
You're on to Tarasenko, and it's off the post and ends up on top of the net. The red light went on and was immediately waved off. What a stretch pass to start this play.
Well, great stretch pass, and Europe gets the shot. I think it goes off the post, off the glove of Dolbish, and then up on top of the net.
Well, now you can make sense of it. Thanks, Karts.
With Sidney Crosby, shooter number 2, in and does not get a shot away at all.
Trying to fool Vasilevsky and cut back. It happens even to the best of them.
In a battle here, loses stick from Myers, connecting it, trying to get it back, can't get the proper grip on it. Focuses in on that shot that just goes past the glove.
takes some swings at the head. Shot off of Andrus Mask, falls behind and in. You could see the buckle and strap come loose on the back of Andrus Mask. That puck hit him due north and fell in behind him for Marino's tie-breaking goal. This is pucks against humanity here. Again, it just couldn't find the play.
Here's McCarr down low, looking in front, off the iron. It went behind Gibson and hit the post. Unbelievable.
There, Travis Hammond, it comes in, almost does us a favor. Ooh, but the post saves the day. Trailer weaving his way, shooting one is Carlisle, and that broke a stick. That was Dahlin getting in the way. So he is without a stick, but he gets handed one by Zucker, who races to the bench. And he picks up a new stick of his own. Taken away by Gensel. Kucherov scores!
But a terrible break for the Buffalo Sabres when Dahlin breaks his stick. He's going to end up with Jason Zucker's stick. Here's the initial block. Stick broken. You always hand your D a stick so he can play with it. Now he's got someone else's stick. Zucker's. It's shorter. It's a different curve. Now, when does the puck ever come to you? Oh, right here. Wrong stick. He goes to clear it. He fans on it, and it goes right to Jake Gensel.
Catch up to it. He will. Connecting. The game on his stick. He rang it off the post. The horn goes off, but it caught iron. Here's Kempe to Byfield. Byfield, the shot. He scores. And the Flyers lose in overtime again. It's Byfield.
Up quickly to Kadri.
Vacated the net and that close to a Calgary bounce. I don't know if it's a full moon up above the Saddle Dome, but how that puck didn't reach the back of the net. What a recovery from Wall. That was just the blade of the goal stick.
He'll be with you between periods 1 and 2. Wilson turned it over right in the slot. Bullseye, Barzell.
And he just drops his head there. He knew it right off the bat, trying to go up the middle.
Doesn't reach the intended target. Stumped in anyway. Grubauer mishandled it in Anaheim, perhaps with the exclamation point. A giveaway from Philip Grubauer, and it's 4-0 Ducks. It's been a solid one for Reeves, and a lot of confidence shown from his coach.
Smith streaking in Celebrini. We got a penalty, and I think it's stick work, and Ekholm is saying he lifted the stick cleanly, and he is as upset as I've seen him. Ekholm is furious at this call.
It comes up in the shoulder, but it doesn't catch him in the face. I think Celebrini came over to the referee and said, hey, that wasn't a penalty. I really do. I think he skated by and said, no, it didn't catch me in the face. Yep, they still going to call it, so I like that honesty.
Power play is over. And McLeod out of the box, looking to catch up to it. Bobrovsky out of the net. McLeod's pass to Benson, score! And Buffalo's got the lead.
Sergei Bobrovsky, by the time he recognized that he had got to jump out of his crease and see if he could play this puck, I think it was just a second too late.
Aho in on Forsberg. What a save! Forsberg, he mishandles the puck. Second chance, Svechnikov. Oh, somehow it stays out. I think it got kicked by Doughty.
Aho keeps it alive, and that's where Doughty, oh my gosh, that right skate came up. Watch his right skate. Great stuff here at the end of the period.
You hear the linesman, Hurdle, you're offside. Rangers right back in. JT Miller broke the stick. And so did Tony DeAngelo.
What's the odds on that happening? Oh, you know what, Brendan? What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
There we go.
Nate, huge game from you after probably a lackluster couple of games. How big was this game for you and your club coming into Detroit?
Yeah, as big as that spray tan you got.
This isn't a spray tan.
Yeah, for sure, Beth.
Around the block and did quite a bit of winning in their career. This is Brown. He's got 10 goals. Saucers it across. Save made by Onanen. The rebound, he looks behind him. Where's the puck? Barron's stick is caught in the skate of Onanen. He's got to leave it there. Onanen still has a stick.
It's in his skate?
In his skate.
There's a little hole in there. Oh, it's in his strap. Oh, my goodness.
Well, you talk about a bad dream. Everything that could have happened on that. Somehow the Devils couldn't get to the rebound and get another shot while everybody was down and out.
Zach Bolduc over to Gouli, off the boards, rolling in behind the net. Right in front, they score! That is a gimme for Jake
whistled behind the net, and Montreal strike to make it 4-1.
Performing the national anthem of the United States of America this evening in honor of K-Town Night and backed by popular demand, please sing along with the harmonica class from the Koreatown Senior and Community Center.